Hi, I'm Jim Walden with RE/MAX Select Professionals, and this is Everything Real Estate. Today we're talking to Rick Vader. He's with American Home Mortgage. And Rick, good to have you with me.
Hey Jim, yeah, thanks for having me.
And tell us just a little bit about American Home Mortgage and where you're located.
Yeah, sure. So we're a local mortgage broker right here in Flagler County. Our office is in Flagler Beach. We are actually mortgage brokers, which is kind of cool. So that means we can work with multiple different lenders, and we can have different sets of eyes on different things and a lot of programs. So being a broker has our advantages that we just started doing.
Okay.
Yeah.
Very good. If you take a minute to walk people through the process, if someone has never applied for a mortgage before, where do they start and where does it end?
Yeah, all right, cool. So the biggest thing is, calling me. We can do online application. We can do anything, to come in the office, talk on the phone. But the biggest thing is, the first thing is getting pre-qualified. So you call us, we get some income documents, we get your credit pulled, we do a lot of upfront work to make sure that you're qualified to get a mortgage based on the knowledge that we have at that time. And so biggest thing first is getting pre-qualified. Then after you're pre-qualified, you find your home. We can get everything sent into underwriting. You get a full approval. We get your appraisal, and then we get you to closing. So we try to make it as easy as possible, and we try to work as quickly as possible, so that way there are no questions throughout the process. We call it the fast track. So as soon as we get a contract in, we get to work instead of sitting on the contract, as some people call it, but try to do it quickly.
What is the time frame from application to closing usually?
So application to clear to close right now, we're just under 20 days.
Oh, that's quick.
That's clear to close. So after that, then we get what's called the closing disclosure out. So we always try to tell people 30 days, right, to do that, but we can do it earlier. But being brokers now, we do have a fast track, like I said, so we're averaging about 20 days to clear to close right now.
Right, and what is the number one reason why people are turned down for a mortgage?
That's a good question. So most mortgages are turned down by the mortgage broker up front, to be honest with you. So we do this every single day. So we kind of we know guidelines and we can spot problems to begin with. A lot, it has to do with credit sometimes, and debt to income ratio. So if you don't know what debt to income ratio is fully, please call me anytime. But it basically, they take all your debts divided by your income, and you get a ratio on what the Fannie Mae says that you can, or Freddie Mac says that you can lend up to on a ratio perspective. So a big thing is debt to income ratio, and I'd be happy to explain that further in depth. But that's that, and getting denied in the process, it just doesn't happen with us frequently. Okay. I'm not tooting our own horn, but it just doesn't happen because we do a lot of homework up front. But obviously things can come up as far as your inspection or appraisals and stuff.
And I frequently run into people that they seem kind of reluctant to even talk to a mortgage person because they don't think they're qualified. What would you say to these people?
Talk to me anyway. So never think that you're bothering us or that you're not qualified enough, because oddly, or sometimes surprisingly, how much we can get done based on your history right now. But if we can't do anything, one, we'll try to help you. Two, we have a awesome credit repair or credit help company that is not just, and they're actually attorneys who go to work and really help our people and get them in the right spot that they need to be. So if credit is your fear, please don't let it be. Call us and we'll get you in the right spot.
Yeah, you got ways of knowing how to raise a credit score quickly.
Sure.
And offer those suggestions to the peoples. And what types of mortgages? I mean, you do VA and FHA and conventional. Tell us a little bit about each one and who qualifies.
Yeah, so I'll start with conventional. Conventional, you have to put at least 3% down, and obviously you can go up to as far as you want. But a conventional product is great for somebody with good credit, money down, very straightforward. Okay, so conventional is very straightforward, I'll call it. FHA has looser guidelines, which is great to help. They'll go down to lower credit scores. They'll go to higher debt to income ratios to help people get into their house. So the downfall of FHA is that they have mortgage insurance for the life of the loan, which we can talk about too. But and then VA, if you're VA eligible, generally VA is the best loan you can get. They do have a upfront mortgage insurance, but they have no monthly, which is great. And if you are a disabled vet, then there is absolutely no mortgage insurance at all. So, for example, I have just had a disabled vet who didn't know that about his VA eligibility and everything. So he was going to put a lot of money down on a conventional loan. And I said, hey, we can do VA, and thank you for your service, and you're receiving disability income, and he didn't have any mortgage insurance, and with the VA you get awesome rates, like off the chart rates. So it actually worked out great for him.
Very good. Now, do you do construction loans?
So construction loans are new to us as brokers. We do them, okay. But we do them. It's just that we haven't been through a ton of them yet. So I call it beta testing right now. So if we have the right person, we would definitely put it through construction right now.
All right. Well, very good. Is there anything else you'd like to offer to the audience?
Yeah. So I'd like to go back to a little bit about credit, because I know that's a lot of people's fear. And if you're just looking like, hey, I just need to get my credit score up a few points, or you're thinking about applying for a mortgage in the next couple months, one of the biggest things is credit card utilization, right? So if you have a limit of $1,000, they want to see that your closing statement is under 30%. So that would be $300. So if you can get under $300 and let that report for a month or two, your credit score is going to go through the roof. And even if it doesn't bring you to qualifying, it'll just get you better rates. So
what is the minimum credit score to get a conventional mortgage?
Conventional would be 620, okay, but FHA will go down technically to 550, okay. But we try to get about 580, and they will put you through hoops at that low of a credit score, but we've gotten it done plenty of times.
Good for you.
Yeah.
All right. Anything else?
No, I just want to say thank you so much for the opportunity.
All right, and awesome. I'll include Rick's contact information at the end of the video.